So, what if you built a building with 1 billion floors? That's right, 1 billion floors. It sounds like something a 4-year-old would dream up, and funnily enough, that's exactly how this idea started. Let's imagine for a moment that we've got the money, the land, and a serious obsession with reaching the stars. Literally. We lay the first brick, and then the next, and well, you get the idea. 1 billion floors is no joke. Even the tallest skyscrapers today barely scratch the clouds at about 100 floors. So let's do a bit of napkin math. Say every floor is about 3 meters tall. 1 billion floors? That's 3 billion meters. That's 3 million kilometers straight up into the sky. You'd pass the atmosphere, the International Space Station, satellites, the moon, and still be building. You'd go so far out, you'd leave Earth's gravity behind and enter the realm of deep space. That's not a skyscraper anymore. That's a ladder to the cosmos. Now, let's talk reality. Even if you had super strong materials, like some futuristic alloy from a sci-fi movie, the sheer weight of this tower would become a problem. The bottom floors? They'd be squashed, totally flattened, like pancakes under a truckload of bricks. It's what engineers call a compression failure. But really, it's the Jell-O problem. Ever built a Jell-O tower? Yeah, doesn't end well. Pacing picks up a bit, and even if you could make it strong enough not to collapse, you'd hit another issue: wind. Up high, wind speeds are brutal. You'd need to make this building so aerodynamic that it might start looking like a giant space needle. Or worse, it could start swaying. And no one likes an office that swings side to side while you're trying to have your morning coffee. But wait, there's more. Elevators. Getting to the top of your building would take hours. And the cables? They'd snap under their own weight. At some point, you'd need elevators just to switch elevators. A few of today's skyscrapers actually do this. They dedicate entire floors just for elevator transitions. If your building's 1 billion floors tall, it'll be more elevator than building. You won't have apartments, just elevator shafts. Now here's where things get truly mind-bending. Once you build high enough, say past 36,000 kilometers, you hit geostationary orbit. That's the magical height where a satellite orbits the Earth at the same speed the Earth spins. Let go of an object from that height, and it'll just float there, orbiting peacefully. But remember, we're aiming for 1 billion floors. That's way beyond geostationary. So far, in fact, the centrifugal force from Earth's rotation starts to overpower gravity. At some point, your tower wouldn't fall down. It'd be ripped apart upward into space. You heard that right. Your building wouldn't collapse. It would launch itself into orbit, or worse, tear away from the planet and drift off toward the moon, or Mars, or somewhere near Jupiter, if you gave it enough time. In the end, building a 1 billion-story tower isn't just hard. It breaks physics. The materials don't exist, the forces don't play nice, the costs don't even ask. But you know what? It's still a beautiful idea, because dreaming that big, literally, shows just how curious and creative we really are. And besides, the view from the top would be out of this world.